spell that's so good for defense, but you know, it's good for defense like a building, right? Like you can stop Hog Riders with it and stuff like that in combination with your other troops, but then it also gives you really good offense with the Goblin Barrels. You can like go for your Vines onto Valkyries, go for your Vines onto Fire Spirits. You can just get so much value out of it offensively and defensively. And it's just really good to catch your opponent off guard, I noticed as well, because sometimes you'll have like 1 HP wall breakers, you just go for the Vines and your opponent will never really expect it. And by the way, guys, I do actually like to go for my barrel in the center usually in this meta because I feel like absolutely nobody is playing Tornado. If you're in a range where a lot of people play NATO, then you might want to just go for your barrel in the safe spot. But for me, at top ladder, it seems like pretty much nobody's actually running the NATO, so you can pretty safely go for your barrel normally. We do get a really good Evo barrel right here. Whenever you have the Evo barrel in Cycle, guys, you always want to make sure that you have some sort of support for it or something tanking for it, just like I did. Keep on spamming here. I'm also going to Cycle deck. You have like double lane with the Evo barrel.
Yo,
it's
what's
kind
going
of hard
on,
to go
right?
double lane at this point
Basically, we're going to be
we just have so
building
much more damage on one side than the other, so it doesn't really feel worth it.
I should do this after, but we're going to be building some decks
left side
first.
Too much at this point. We are going to get our Vine spell down right here. It looks like that just completely shut down the Boss Bandit and everything. I'm going to go for an Evo barrel here, and if he bar barrels onto the right side, guys, he's going to take so much damage on the other side, but he actually doesn't on the right side, but we still got some nice dull chips, so I'll definitely take this. We just got to keep on spamming here, keep up the pressure on both sides. I know I have way more damage on the right side, but I feel like we still got to do at least a little something on this other side. Oh, I could have got my Vine spell down. I'm just going to Vines late. Yo, the Dark Goblin, man. This deck feels like cheating, guys, I swear. It's genuinely so easy to play. It's just like, I don't know, it doesn't take much of a brain to play, it feels like, and we take an easy win. Unfortunately, guys, the best beatdown deck right now is this Golem Baby Dragon Evo Witch deck. If you don't have the Evo Witch unlocked, you can always put a Furnace or something like that instead, but guys, this deck is so overpowered now, and it's probably one of the easiest decks to play in the whole game. Also, hold up, EN 6-7? I heard 6-7 means fat, guys. Someone was telling me a while ago that if your name is 6-7, no, if you have like a 6-7, or if someone says 6-7, that means you're fat.
This is the ultimate guide for making your own deck in Clash Royale that's actually good. Clash Royale has 100.
We're gonna do some knowledge searching.
20, we have Golem Beatdown. This deck features the new Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A, which is absolutely broken. The Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A can upgrade itself up to 5 extra levels. That means even a single hit from it can deal massive damage. While playing this deck, try to stack as many Elixir Collectors as you can. Once you have 1 or 2 collectors on the field, start building a Golem push. If your opponent tries to punish you, use your Berserker or the Barbarian Barrel. Keep your Vines spell ready at all times. As soon as the opponent deploys any defensive troops, immobilize them with the Vines. This deck is well rated on offense and is extremely free to play. At number 19, we have the Giant Mini P.E.K.K.A Beatdown. The Hero Giant is really overpowered in this deck. Its synergy with the Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A is game-breaking. The Hero Giant can throw away the highest HP enemy troop into the other lane, while the Mini P.E.K.K.A can one-shot everything else your opponent deploys. The Lumberjack evolution adds even more offensive potential to this deck. Drop your Rage spell to make your push unstoppable. You have the Bomber and the Mega Minion for cheap defense, and Fireball to finish off games. I would also recommend playing this deck with a Dagger Duchess tower to clear swarms more
we are
easily
actually
on
going
defense.
to
Overall, this deck is rated highly in terms
very
of
soon. I
offense,
might
and
open
it's quite
overlevel
easy to
today,
play
honestly.
At number 18, we have Double Barrel Bait. This deck is carried by the Hero Knight. He synergizes really well with this deck for 2 reasons. Firstly, he acts as a cheap mini-tank for both barrels. Secondly, his retargeting mechanic is super useful. Once you've baited out your opponent's spells, use the Hero Knight plus your barrels. Your opponent will be forced to defend with troops since they wasted their spells already. Use your Hero Knight's ability as soon as they deploy their troops. All the enemy cards will retarget to the Hero Knight, thus allowing your barrels to deal damage freely. Use your Princess, Dart Goblin, and Skeleton Army to bait out the spells. The Inferno Tower acts as a defensive powerhouse and melts away all the tanks. Overall, this deck is well rated in every aspect. At number 17, we have Hog Cycle. But this isn't your regular 2.6 Hog Cycle deck. Here, we have the Hero Knight instead of the Ice Golem. The Knight will tank for the Hog Rider and distract all the enemy defenses, but the real MVP of this deck is the Hero Musketeer. Her ability to spawn a turret makes her a huge threat on defense. You already have the regular cannon in this deck, and now add the Musketeer's turret too, and you have an unbreakable defense. There's basically nothing your opponent can do to break through this defense. The Evolved Ice Spirit and Evolved Skeletons can give you a lot of positive elixir trades. Overall, this deck is rated well in terms of both offense and defense, although you might need some skill to play it. If you think you have the skill to play this deck, then hit that like and subscribe button. At number 16, we have Mega Knight Spam. This is a highly aggressive deck. The Mega Knight plus Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A. plus Minor Wall Breakers push is really deadly. It can easily take down your tower in a matter of seconds. Use your Minor plus Wall Breakers to force your opponent into bad elixir trades. Once you are high on elixir, build a huge Mega Knight push. The defense of this deck is carried by the Hero Musketeer. She and her turret can stop any push by themselves. Use your Bob Barrel to defend swarms on your side of the arena, and use your Zap to make predictions or reset infernos. Minions can be used for cheap defense, as well as for applying some pressure from the skies. Overall, this deck is rated highly on offense, and is not that hard to play as well. At number 15, we have this Hero Giant Royal Ghost deck. This relies on spamming aggressive pushes, and eventually overwhelming your opponent. The Hero Giant and Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A. make up for some incredible offense, while the Evolved Witch is basically unkillable behind them. The Royal Ghost Evolution's purpose is to force your opponent into bad elixir trades. He's quite hard to counter, so therefore your opponent will need to spend more than just 3 elixir. This gives you an elixir advantage, which is really important. That elixir advantage can be further increased by stacking elixir collectors.
Let's see if ChatGPT will help me out.
To boost your push, Vines to immobilize enemy troops, and Zap to make predictions. Overall, this deck is rated highly on offense, but its defense isn't that strong. At number 14, we have Graveyard Control. This might be the most defensive deck in this list. I don't think there will be any deck that can truly counter this one. The defense is just too strong. The Hero Knight will synergize extremely well with the Graveyard. He will force all enemy troops to target him, leaving your Graveyard free to get insane damage. The Baby Dragon evolution's got a nerf, but in this deck, it doesn't really matter. The Hero Musketeer and Goblin Heart is a defensive combo that even pros are gonna struggle against. Just make sure to space out your troops to avoid giving spell value to your opponent. Overall, this deck is rated highly in all aspects, and is one of the most well-rounded decks in Clash Royale. At number 13, we have the Giant Graveyard. The most annoying deck in Clash Royale is even more irritating now with the addition of Hero Musketeer and Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A. The Giant plus Graveyard push is incredibly hard to defend, and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. just adds more pressure on offense. Together, these 3 cards will give a very hard time for your opponents if you pair them with a Snowball or Arrows. This deck doesn't have a defensive building, but the Hero Musketeer's turret can act as one. The turret and the guards provide a brick wall defense. This deck relies on forcing your opponent into a bad cycle. Remember, one good push is all it takes to destroy their tower, so wait for the right moment and then go all in. This deck gets a high score on offense, and it's really easy to play. At number 12, we have Bridge Spam. This deck used to feature the Royal Ghost, but in this meta, the Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A. is much better. It can not only bait out counters to your Ram Rider and Boss Bandit, but also force your opponent into a horrible elixir trade. Use the Snowball and Vines with the Mini P.E.K.K.A. to make your push even stronger. The Boss Bandit and Ram Rider can be used in different lanes to force your opponent into messing up their defense. The Evolved Executioner got a nerf recently.
Since Archer is just not there for some reason,
he can easily destroy your opponent's push single-handedly. The Bomber and Barbarian Barrel can be used for some cheap defense. Play this deck aggressively, but don't spam your cards without thought. This deck gets the best score on offense, but it's quite hard to upgrade. At number 11, we have Giant Minor Cycle. This is the cheapest giant deck on this list. This deck is going to be a surprise for many of your opponents. The Magic Archer had been a dead card for a long time, and now with its recent buff, he's back. People won't be expecting the Magic Archer, and you can use this to your advantage to get some sneaky damage from the bridge. Protect the magic archer using your hero giant plus hero mini P.E.K.K.A combo. The miner can be used to snipe backline enemy troops trying to kill your
building
push.
decks right now, just trying to
back to your hero
figure out
giant
good
before your opponent
combinations.
gets to their counter. Use your minions to distract infernos and defend cheaply. This deck is rated decently on offense and defense, but it'll definitely take high skill to play. At number 10, we have Expo Cycle. But this time, Expo's got an upgrade. Instead of the evolved archers, we have the Hero Musketeer in this deck. The Hero Musketeer adds another layer to the defensive potential of Expo. It's going to be really hard for your opponent to break through, even if they have a counter. The Hero Knight can be game-changing in this deck. It serves as a tank for your Expo and can force the enemy troops to attack him instead of the Expo. In the meantime, the evolved Tesla and the Expo can take those troops out. Once the enemy tower is down to low HP, start cycling your fireballs to win. This deck is rated highly on defense, but it's not easy to play by any means. But guess what's easy? Using code VLACX in the shop to support me. At number 9, we have Giant Sparky. This deck can literally 3-crown your opponent if they make even a single mistake on defense. But when you have the offensive trio of Hero Giant, Sparky, and Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A, it's almost impossible to not make any mistake. All these cards deal way too high damage and can melt down a tower in seconds. While these cards deal heavy damage, their attack speed is slow. Therefore, swarms can give them a hard time, so make sure to always pair them with your spells. The zap and arrows can be used to make important predictions. The skeleton army and bats serve as bait for the opponent's spells and splash damage cards. Once those cards are out of cycle, use your minion horde with a giant to create a devastating push. This deck doesn't get a good score on defense, but its offense is so deadly that it doesn't even matter. At number 8, we have Miner Balloon Cycle. This is regarded as one of the highest skill decks in the game, but now with a Hero Knight instead of the Ice Golem and the Hero Musketeer, it's gonna be really easy to play this deck. The Hero Knight will tank for your balloon and guarantee you at least one balloon hit every time. Pair the balloon with a miner to either tank for it or to eliminate the backline enemy troops. The Bomber Tower and Hero Musketeer form a great defensive combo. Keep your snowball ready at all times for offense, because it can really be the difference between a win and a loss. This deck is quite free to play and gets a good score on everything else too. At number 7, we have Royal Giant Cycle. This is probably the highest skill deck on this list. Having only a single hero in this deck might look stupid, but hear me out. Royal Giant Cycle has been one of the best meta decks in Clash Royale for years now. The reason is that the cards of this deck have this incredible synergy between themselves. So just forcing two...
Alright. Enough support. Wait, I might be playing the wrong deck.
Magic!
There we go. Testing that a little bit. Test that tower. There we go. That's what we like to see. First one of the day. Good job. Go wow here. Balloon! Let's go. Finally. Finally. Fire Spirit. I might actually use that card. I ain't gonna lie. So we're gonna go on game 2. Tips and tricks. As I learned, would be fun, but I just be too dialed in. Maybe silent commentary will be the thing. Let's see what else you got. There we go. Hit him with that. Let's see what else. Let's see what you commit to. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this guy is he's pretty good at what he does. Good game. Good game to him. Good game. It's only right we get to level 8. It's only right. We gotta get all we can. plane. Okay, sure. There we go. Okay, alright. Now we're back to where we started, so we are going to get some people who know what they're doing now.
Magic! Showtime!
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I should have prepared for that. I did not. That was a mistake. One, he doesn't seem to have any extra special cards, so I'm gonna have to thank God his dragon isn't leveled, otherwise I'd have been cooked. Super cooked. Super cooked.
Showtime!
A decent stride thus far, but gotta make it to level 8. Nothing matters besides being at 8. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bro, how did he get... so upset. Very fucking sad, bro. Come on, come on. Always gotta show your specs to your opponents now. We get 1,000, so we should be at. Oh, we have 2. 250 gold. That's funny. Come on, Papa needs a new pair of shoes. 250. Oh, they're so cheap. I get anything for that? $13. 1,000 gold. I mean, how's that a reward? Yeah, people using, like, I was not expecting them to use that card so soon.
Showtime!
Flat pressure. Flat pressure. What the hell? Oh, below that fucking mini pecker. Bro, they keep doing this. Pretty much a loser, but all good. Well played. Well played, loser. We like the trash talk. Oh my goodness. That was such a bad mix-up. Such a bad mix-up. Say we probably have to win like 6 more matches, I think. Trophy road. There's a notification here. It's raining. Guess what is this? Okay. Let's see what this is about. I never did this. I guess. Oh, wow. Nowhere near enough. Come on. I like this one. I'm gonna go with this again. Go with this lineup. Let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got absolutely mixed. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons. Come on. Nice, not bad. Alright, back to what royale are we doing? Back to the fun stuff. Yeah, I lost. No, my headset. Fudge. That's actually play again. Well, that was no game plan. Yeah, I gotta change the deck up. There's no way I'm beating these people with. What do I have though? So I have balloon. I do want to utilize balloon. Balloon control, Prince, Valkyrie, Musketeer. Goblin Barrel. Yeah, I'm just make the main deck like that. Hog Rider. Alright, let's go Hog. Mega Minion. Mega Minion over this Zap. Goblin Barrel. Level 21? Not yet. Inferno Tower. So I'm assuming I'm getting rid of this. .4, Jesus. Skeleton Army, Alright, I'll attempt at this. Okay. Those stupid gems I just don't have. Alright, let's see if we can pull this off. I really just made a deck all online. I don't even know how to play this. goodness. Hawk. I mean. I want to hit something, but I thought that was pretty decent. Well played. My goodness, man. Oh, come on, Tim. We can do this. That deck is like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like Hog Rider there. I don't like Doctor there either. I just don't like Hog for some reason. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Barrel either. That's card is, yeah. Win con. What is the? What do I want the win con to be? Probably still a witch, right? All right. I'm gonna have to overlevel. If I can't get this like tonight, I'm really gonna have to overlevel. elixir management is gonna be one thing with me, man. Where I need to be, but I'll take it, I guess. Oh man, somebody please. Okay. 60 on the hogs for sure. 60 on hogs. All day, every day. Here we go. All right.
Ha ha!
do we have? What else do we have? We gotta get. I got so lucky. I gotta eat, man. Like, I need to get to 8 so I can eat, brother. I'm hungry.
Ha
Alright, play again. Alright, if I lose this one, I'm gonna go eat something, because I do need to. Oh my goodness, I missed. Oh, I whipped so bad. I whipped so bad. Oh my god, I whipped so bad. I whipped so bad. Alright, so we're gonna take a quick break and then I'll be back. task is sloppy. Very, very sloppy. Which we will fix. Very simple 1-2. Where's my count? Oh. Okay. No, don't. Got some good stuff over here. Once. And they are like, why are you picking his face while eating? I'm streaming, but. Got changes. Minions out. I don't know. I think what saves me is I can actually get to my elixir. They did say it was spicy, so. Slowly but surely building my spice tolerance. Alright. And I got the cookies here. These are actually amazing, but I started to show them with this water and juice. Now let's clash. Hog Jinx. A Jinxie fan. played. Well played, my man. Well played. Cloud density mode. Well played. I saw they had a 6-7 meme in here. Back to where I was before, but you know, we gotta do it. An early beatdown deck. How did I do it? How did I do it? I don't know. I think she fumbled though. Alright, so finally, for the first time in history, I passed my level. An emote. They're trolling me. Alright, let's go. Key. Good luck. Have another dragon right out there. That's a good one. It's a good match. We did that. We made it look easy. Well played. GG's. GG's all the time. Always congratulate your opponents, gentlemen. Always congratulate your opponents. Can we actually do it? Oh wow. Archer. Nah. Hopefully not hopefully tonight. We're gonna get it tonight. Spice tolerance is slowly getting up there. That's what you got for this side now. Pushes him back. Which here? Yep. That was kind of annoying. Right when I just made it to my highest level. goodness. Oh. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. We are almost there. Between which and I think the witch just offers more utility. Also, I haven't come across anything like my deck just like inherently just it's like a big no-no against. So. A little bit of 6-7. I might lose the tower. Okay. Yo, this every time, bro. Every single time I lose this. That's what it is, I guess. So very, very effing annoying, but you know, whatever. Yep. Like, how am I supposed to get past this fucking stage, bro? Excuse my French.
I want to do the last clip here. Let me say before my guy. Alright.
A banner theme. Wow. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Even like, okay, that's decent, I guess. $15,000. Yeah, I think this is like the best thing. Oh, his knight though, is he good? That's the $1,000,000 question. Who would I replace him with though? Alright. We got a little attack. We don't have a little win con, but we got a attack of sorts. Well played. Alright, we're 2 games away, chat. We are 2 games away. While we're at it, we might as well try to level up some cards. What's Mini Pekka? Oh, I don't have any gems. Oh fogs are good. They're really good, but I'm gonna be honest with the card selection I have now. I'm not feeling it. I guess not. All right, so we're still at it, like a jackrabbit. What we got? Yeah, I knew that was the way to go. So the level 5 cards, for some weird reason, I'm assuming all the other players are playing them, then maybe that might be the strat, I guess. Like, getting out of this level might just be literally the blend of cards. Let's see what we get from my mini minions. That was so close. Am I on Arena 8? Finally! Say it isn't so. Oh my goodness. It is so. Chat, we've made it to... Oh, we made it to level 8. Oh my goodness. It's only took 2 hours. Okay. Now that's gonna be the end of this segment. So we're gonna go to. Are we reacting to anything? We'll see. Let's see what are we reacting to right now. Alright, for right now, we're just gonna relax a little tad, smidget, bit. Anything to react to? Come on, man. Brother.
Hey, come here.
He looks so weird when he does it. Why does it look so weird and different? NBA power rankings. Let's do this. Let's do some basketball.
All right, Hoops tonight here at the Volume. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope all of you guys had an incredible weekend. Have a jam-packed show for you guys today. We're going to be hitting 11 different teams. LeBron James, shortly after being eviscerated for failing to reach 10 points in a game, as it looked like he was starting to look like he was on the other side of the cliff, explodes in crunch time against the Sixers last night, goes for 29 points, basically ices the game in a game where both Austin and Luka had nothing going. Big win for the Lakers to end their road trip. Are going to lead with that one. After that, the Boston Celtics got yet another big, controlling, dominant win on the road against the Toronto Raptors. I want to dig into some specific reasons why the Celtics have been so good on offense during this stretch and what things could look like if they were to make some sort of aggressive move to try to make a push within the East this season, which I think is no longer just a pipe dream, but like a legitimate possibility and arguably the strategy they should have as they approach this season. After that, the Golden State Warriors get back-to-back road wins against the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls without Draymond and without Steph Curry.
Which is pretty good.
Those wins in the last 4 games.
Yo, how is my team still doing anything? That's absurd.
The explosion of Pat Spencer off the bench and then recently in the starting lineup for that group. He's been having success both within their system and as a spread pick and roll player, which I think is really informative about the type of player that Golden State has been missing over the last few years as they've struggled so much to score without Steph. So I want to dive into that concept for a little bit. Then at the power rankings, we're almost going to be hitting on 8 additional teams in that segment. Obviously, very brief touches on the Lakers and Celtics as well, but that's where we'll get to bounce around a lot of thoughts about several teams, some thoughts about Minnesota, some thoughts about Oklahoma City, a lot of stuff I want to get into when we get to plus 3,000 to win the title on Hard Rock Bet. Just a brutal week from a Magic team that had been playing super well. First, they lose a game to San Antonio on a very tough.
I'm into the stream after this. Probably look at
just a really tough
give you guys some updates and then
lose a game. Then they get a huge win against the Heat, a monster defensive sequence down the stretch where they denied everyone so well that the Heat had to call timeout to get the ball in bounds. Then they finally do get the ball in bounds, but they deny everyone super well again. And Miami has to lean on this stupid Bam Adebayo heave at the buzzer that has no chance. Really good defensive performance in a win against the Heat. And then they lose to New York in a game where Franz Wagner goes down with this apparent knee injury. Got an MRI last night. I haven't heard anything about the results yet, so we'll see. But eerily reminiscent of last year where Paolo finally gets healthy and then Franz gets hurt. Like they just can't have both of those dudes healthy and on the floor at the same time. It's just been bad luck. Yesterday, Sam Vecini and I went on his show, the Game Theory podcast yesterday, and we did a deep dive on the Magic and what a potential Paolo for Giannis swap could look like, mainly looking at this summer. Just something to keep in mind. I want you guys to go check that out. I tweeted the link out. So if you go to my Twitter page @_JasonLT, you can find the link to that page, that show I did with Sam Vecini. But I'm just fascinated. It's been by far my favorite Giannis trade for both sides is the Magic this summer, just turning Paolo into Giannis. I think it foundationally sets up the Bucks for the future and overnight just makes the Orlando Magic the top tier contender in the Eastern Conference. Like they just be clearly far and away best team in the East, easily puncher's chance to win the title against whoever comes out of the West. It's my favorite Giannis trade right now. Number 9, the San Antonio Spurs, plus 4,000 to win the title, according to Hard Rock Bet. 2 in 1 week.
Let's see the top 5, though.
Number 5, the New York Knicks, currently plus 1,500 to win the title on Hard Rock Bet. They are 3-0 since the bad loss to Boston, where all their weaknesses were on display. A couple easy ones against Charlotte and Utah, but then a slugfest of a win against the Orlando Magic yesterday. Very good to have OG Anunoby back. You can literally see how important he is to their defense. Yep. It's just you need to have him and McHale really flying around to account for the mistakes that Cat makes and the physical limitations of Jalen Brunson. And it's just been apparent every time I watch them. And it's in the numbers as well. They're 12 points better for 100 possessions on defense with OG Anunoby on the floor. They're a great defense with them and a bad defense. It's been one of the big stories of the season for them. It's just important that they have him out there. They've won 7 out of 8. They're top 5 in offense, defense, and rebounds in that span. Townsend, Brunson, and both the Josh Hart is playing some of the best basketball of his career. He's averaging 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists per game in that span, killing teams for helping off of him or for putting centers on him. He's hitting threes at a high rate. He's cutting. He's grabbing offensive rebounds. Just doing a lot of damage there. Similar to the Lakers, they're just the one thing that's missing with them is that signature win. Like no one's going to take the Lakers or the Knicks seriously until they go up against one of the top tier contenders and just beat them. It's just there's too much lingering baggage from their playoff issues in recent seasons for both teams for them to get the respect as a legitimate championship contender until they go and beat one of these top teams in the league. And they're going to have plenty of opportunities over the course of the rest of the season. The difference, though, between the Knicks and the Lakers, for example, is the East is wide open. Like, if the season ended today, for me with the Lakers, I don't even have them in the top tier in the West. I have them in that second tier with Minnesota and San Antonio. If the season were to end today and I had to pick someone to win the East, to me, it's like 50-50 between Detroit and New York, with Boston hot on their heels because we just don't know what deals
they're going to be with them, yeah.
But like, I mean, you could, because Detroit's so young and because the Knicks beat them in the playoffs last year, you could talk me into the Knicks just being the East favorite right now. I'd probably lean very slightly towards Detroit, but like that's the thing that's different with how open the East is. Even with the Knicks issues, they very easily could win this conference. And that's why if they can clean some of this stuff up, they just become so much more of a threat. But again, I think for everybody to take them seriously, they're going to have a signature win at some point. Number 4, the Los Angeles Lakers, plus 1,300 to win the title, according to Hard Rock Bet. Once again, we hit them in a segment earlier in the show, so I'm not going to stay here long. But this team is hitting all the major checkpoints for championship contention. They seem to have excellent chemistry and vibes around the team. They haven't lost 2 games in a row yet. They're excellent on the road. And they have a legit top-tier superstar. That's one of the big differences between them and the Knicks. Like, Luka was bad by his standards in the Suns game and in that game yesterday in Philly. And yet in those 2 games, he averaged 35 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists on efficient shooting. That's the difference between the top-tier guys and the next tier of guys. They just somehow find a way to be effective even when they're not at their best. And, you know, that's just a testament to how great Luka is. But again, similar to New York, I think they need a signature win to get everyone to really believe they can compete at the highest levels. And they're going to have a great chance to do so this week. You beat San Antonio on Wednesday. You got a date with Oklahoma City on Saturday night. That would be an awesome opportunity for the Lakers to demonstrate that they are a dead serious championship contender in this league. Go beat Oklahoma City. Go compete with Oklahoma City. Show that you can play with those guys. Number 3, the Denver Nuggets, currently plus 600 to win the title, according to Hard Rock Bet. Currently sitting at 17-6, which is the best start in franchise history. They won their 8th, 9th, and 10th consecutive road games this week, including a super impressive road win in Atlanta against the Hawks. Jamal Murray is the guy I want to hit on in this segment, just in a really special zone. In his last 7 games, 30 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 57% from the field, 61% from 3, 89% from the line, 72% in true shooting percentage. And I have to take a victory lap here. I'm going to get into this more when we get into the our show on Friday where we go over my summer predictions. But this is one of the ones that I was right about. I got eviscerated this summer for saying that Jamal Murray was one of the 25 best players in the league.
I don't know how.
My process there was
I don't know how.
the signings, I just thought he'd come in locked in because he'd see the opportunity they have to win the title. And he's done exactly that. He's come into the season in the best shape he has in years. He's been excellent from the start. He's very clearly, to me, one of the 25 best players in the league to start the season. And I think he's going to be the first one of Jokic's teammates to make an all-star team. So shout out to Jamal Murray. Awesome couple of weeks from him. The Nuggets have won 4 out of 5, which is super impressive when you consider they're down 2 starters and 2 very, very important starters to their defense. Which obviously has been troublesome over the course of the last couple of weeks. Number 2, the Detroit Pistons, currently plus 2,000 to win the title on Hard Rock Bet. Another 3-in-1 week. They took a bad loss to the Bucks without Giannis, but they did get revenge for that on Saturday. Won a really fun game against the Blazers on Friday where Duncan Robinson ended up hitting a monster 3 on the right wing that iced the game. Winning those close games has been the biggest difference between last year's Pistons team and this year's Pistons team. Last year, the Pistons were 21 and 23 in clutch games, below 500. Pretty bad on both ends of the floor. This year, they have a league best 13 clutch wins. 13 and 4 overall in 17 clutch games. Excellent on both ends of the floor. 130 offensive rating, 102 defensive rating. They are grabbing 43% of their own misses, which is an insane number. We talked last week about how good Shea's been in the clutch, and Cade's been right there with him. He's 24 for 45 from the field on 53% shooting.
Yeah, man.
I like
That's
that. I ain't
insane
fucking with
in
that.
crunch time. That's basically right where Shea's at,
man.
in the same
I
kind of volume, same kind of
We'll be back. We're
efficiency.
gonna hold y'all down.
Asar Thompson and Jalen Duren are killing teams on the offensive glass
Was it just really
at the end of games. I think they've
Who put that highlight on there?
Maybe 2, but really 1.
Fourth quarter, Bron. Yeah.
Yeah, Bron.
Is that what he is?
LeBron.
Oh, bro.
That's a fact.
Nah, how is he? 41?
Anything that has to do with basketball, bro, it's
Hang it up.
I don't want to hear another name mentioned, bro.
Hang it up.
He's old as fuck, bro.
And Luka was going crazy yesterday. He had 31, 15, and 11. Yeah, all bag work.
MVP.
Talk to him, Mook.
He's still going, B-Hen. This shit's still going.
Dying.
I hate this because I love Luka so much, bro. He is my second favorite white boy in the league. But he's quiet, bro.
Yeah.
Rui been playing good, too.
That's a fact.
It's so crazy how much the Lakers won this trade, bro.
Yeah, by a landslide.
They won this trade by a landslide, bro.
Man, the Mavs talking about trading AD. They definitely won this trade.
I love AD to death, bro. I love him to death, bro. He got hurt.
Clutch offensive rebounds just between the two of them. Tobias Harris, Karis LeVert, Duncan Robinson, they've all hit big shots.
Tobias Harris. Of course, it's Tobias Harris.
Big shot. They're just all hitting big shots, and they're converting those close games, and it's driving.
I gotta wipe off everything in
here.
here.
We have the Pistons at number 2. And then lastly today, number 1, the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is very interesting. They were plus 180 to win the title for Hard Rock Bet last week, all the way up to plus 145. Really starting to gain some momentum.
Yep, it's getting to the negatives.
In the odds there, in the lines there. Another week means another undefeated week for the Thunder. Just an absolute machine. No Shea, no Hartenstein, no Dort on the road in Utah, and they just like jump them right out the gates. They go up by 27 points in the first quarter. Just a ridiculous team. I watched their win against Dallas, and I thought they put together one of their best offensive halves I've seen them play in that second half against Dallas. Shea, J-Dub, and A.J. Mitchell just put such insane pressure on the rim with their drives. I left that game thinking this might be the best duo of drivers to the basket that I've seen since LeBron James and Dwayne Wade in the early 2010s. Shea and J-Dub in particular, they're just relentless, beating that first line of the defense and getting into the paint, and everything good comes from there. They're seemingly always making the right reads. And as you saw in that second half against Dallas, like they get good looks, they're knocking them down. They're shooting 43% this season on unguarded catch and shoot threes. That's 5th in the entire NBA. They're just one of the best shooting teams in the league too now. So just get used to that. That's the reality. I have a feeling that by the time we get to July, we'll be discussing this Thunder team as one of the greatest teams to ever play in the NBA. That's how special of a level they've reached. And it's everyone. Even their bench is annihilating people. I'm going to leave you guys today with this stat, which is maybe the craziest stat I can ever remember seeing with an NBA team. The Oklahoma City Thunder are outscoring opponents by 16.2 points per 100 possessions, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off the floor this season. In 660 possessions. It's
That's
a pretty substantial
absurd.
sample size. That net rating, plus 16.2, would be the best net rating in the entire NBA this season. Better than any of the other teams in the league. For one last bit of perspective, let's compare that to a team that is actually considered to be the best basketball team ever by most folks. The 2017 Warriors. The 2017 Warriors with Steph Curry off the floor, plus 0.2 points per 100 possessions. They were dominant, but they were only dominant with Steph. this Thunder team is on pace for the most incredible demonstration of organizational excellence from the top down in the history of the NBA. That's what they have the ability to accomplish this season if they can close the deal all the way through mid-June. They are boat racing teams without their best player. Boat racing them. It's unbelievable. It's again, that's one of the wildest stats I can ever remember seeing about an NBA team. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys for supporting us and supporting the show. Again, no show tomorrow, but we'll be back.
Any tennis highlights? Let's watch this and then we'll end it. I'm so mad I missed this. I am so upset I missed this. Man, I'm so upset. We will not miss this again because this was the Prudential Center. This could have been a vlog. This could have been a literal vlog. I'm only gonna watch the first or 2 games. Are they? I will say, what's the upcoming events at the Prudential Center? I'll look at my phone. Prudential Center events. Let's see what they got. Hockey on the 11th. Burna Boy on the 12th. Hockey on the 13th and 14th. Seton Hall versus Villanova. The Devils versus the Hurricanes. Anything interesting? What else? Monster Jam. That's something, I guess. The new edition Way Tour. That could be a cool vibe. Matt Rife. Conan Gray. More Devils games. Bad Omen. Ringing Bros. Barnum and Bailey. All right. Bad Boys for Life, BK2 and Bow Wow. All right, so we got some motion at the center, just not the motion we need, but still some motion. All right, it's the last game. Nice. Oh. Alright, so that's the end of the stream, guys. We're gonna upload this bad boy here, and then yeah, we're gonna get some upgrades. I think so from this point forward we are only playing like actual structured decks, and they're going to be based on my playstyle. So I'll be doing that research tomorrow. I'll be doing that research tonight for tomorrow, since I'll have a little bit more time. 2, I'll upload a reaction tomorrow, and then that will be paired with the Roblox stream finally. No. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll do a small sample size of the Roblox stream and a reaction, but we will keep this at least the next week and the week and a half consistent with just Clash. So just so we can get like a video, so we can like say we actually did it, because we did promise a Roblox at least something. And if it's an upload / stream, that would be pretty good. Oh, we can actually even take out the reaction and just do Clash into Roblox. Yeah, that might be better because I said I wanted to lay out the reactions for a little while. And that reaction could just be something else. So